This is a power supply that's mostly used for cameras. It gives us, I think this one is 18 ports. Yes, 18 ports of consistent power of 12 volts, 1 amp power to each of your cameras. If a camera doesn't have sufficient power and you use the small power supply, when the LEDs come on, they will a lot of times start ghosting the image because there's not enough current. So when the LEDs take up current when they come on at night, and then the quality of your image will not be the same. It will be distorted. So across all of these terminals here, we have our meter, and we have it set on voltage DC. So you have the 2-volt DC setting, 20, 200, 600 on the DC setting. On the AC setting, you have 200 and 600. And then as we go through the use of the meter, we'll show you how to use the different settings on here. But for right now, we're on 20 volts DC because we're expecting this to be 12 volts DC out on each terminal. So if I take, normally the top terminal is positive, but on either left or right, it will tell you which terminal is which. So here, we'll put our positive meter on the top, our lead, our negative lead, and you see we have 12.5 volts there. That's good. We go to the next terminal, 12.5 volts there. Excellent. Next one, 12.5 volts. So it's consistent across here. We don't have any cameras on here, but if you're installing a camera system, you want to make sure that you have the proper power supply, as well as it allows you to grow. Instead of having to put a system in, a power supply in later on, you can put it in up front, let the customer know the benefits of having a power supply, and if they ever want to expand their system. So these are great to have. You can use them for other things. 12 volts DC is used for a lot of different applications, but this particular unit we use for cameras. But if you need a 12 volts for something else, a constant 12 volts, not a switch 12 volts, then you can do that. As you see here, the AC comes in, AC 120 comes down to this step-down transformer, and then it gives us out the voltage all the way across the terminals. Now, if one of these lights are out, that's normally indicative that that channel is shorted out or that it's bad. Okay, so the way you could short out one of these terminals is by taking your cutters and cutting across the positive and negative. That can short it out. This is not fusible. Some of these are fusible, okay? But I believe on this particular unit that if you short it out, that once you remove the short, then it will come back up. Okay, you have some units that have fuses. Once you short it out, then you'll have to replace the fuse. Here's your on-off switch. And again, it's always grounded. This panel is grounded. And that's it. This is a 12-volt power supply for cameras.